so much in-game tinkering. Like, we're not used to that as an England team. So many things change. Sides coming into positions. So there was a lot mentally going on for those England players there, and they got there eventually, didn't they? But it just was a little bit slow to get there.
But I think what I said before the game about Tuchel's team talk being simple and not overcomplicated, sometimes on the pitch as well, that's what you need to do. So we're seeing, since Pep Guardiola's come be in the Premier League, we've seen lots of rotation and lots of players interchanging positions. But sometimes you're better saying to a player, stay in your position, make the pitch big, have wide players out wide. Get it out wide, get players in the box, get the ball in the box. Sometimes actually stay in your position.
I think especially when they were going to be so rigid, the Ghana team, they didn't care who they were up against, whether they're up against the left back or the right back had come over and was playing left wing. They were just going to play in their position. That's where England confused it a little bit.
OK, let's get some reaction then from the England camp. Declan Rice is talking to Kenny Summers.
Well, Declan, is frustration the overriding emotion of full time?
Yeah, I think so. It's always difficult when you play against 11 behind the ball as deep as they was. You've got to find solutions, and last 10 minutes we probably found more than we did all game, and we was unlucky not to score. But look, we stay positive, we keep going, and we still have a great chance to top the group against Panama, so positivity all round.
Why do you think you couldn't find those solutions today when you did so well against Croatia?
Sorry, say that again?
Why do you think you couldn't find those solutions today?
You have to give credit to Ghana sometimes. 5-4-1 off the ball, very, very compact, tight spaces to play through. But of course, and on the other hand, maybe we can do a little bit more with the ball and create a bit more. But it's tough, they're good players. Like we said, that it was never going to be an easy game, and now we have one more in the group to finish top, so we need to be positive.
The fourth tournament in a row where England have drawn their second group match. You've got to finals in 2 of those tournaments. Does that perhaps show that there's no need to panic, it's all on track?
Yeah, loads of top nations drew their first game. No need to be negative or downbeat. We need to stay positive, keep going, recover before the next match, and that's what we'll do.
Thanks, Ed.
Let's bring Alan Shearer in from our commentary box. I think Declan Rice, they're saying no need to panic, stay positive. England have got this, but that obviously was, as you said in commentary, it was something of a wake-up call, of a sense of, let's just take stock here, and this is a long tournament.
It is a long tournament, and there's some very, very well organised teams in this tournament, and at this level you're not going to get everything your own way. You're not going to be able to go out and put in a sparkling performance in every game. You're going to be asked different questions, and England struggled to find the answers tonight against Ghana. I thought they were too slow. I thought they didn't offer enough particularly in wide positions. We hit that first man too many times when we did try to cross the ball, and everything was just too passive, too safe. It was the easy option, rather than taking the gamble of that pass into midfield or the gamble to go past someone 1v1. Too many times we thought, no, we'll get the ball, we'll come back inside, we'll go to the right, and then it was just too slow, and England didn't do enough to win the game. But I have to say, you've got to give great credit to Ghana, because their organisation was absolutely superb, and how to defend, how to be organised, and how to make it really, really tough for the opposition, and they did all of those things.
Yeah, different tests, as you said, and Panama again will be a different kind of test for England, but one that they will expect to overcome.
Yeah, I think so. I think even we'd expect changes again. I think certainly down the left-hand side, England struggled. I think one of the reasons why he brought Jed Spencer was perhaps to counteract the power of them on the counter-attack with his pace. But in doing that, you then lose a little bit of quality going forward. And I thought once Nico O'Reilly came on, he sort of did more going forward for England in the last 10 or 15 minutes than we did for large parts of that game. So I'm sure he'll make a couple of tweaks and changes at the weekend. But as I said, it's not a disaster. It's just something that they're going to have to work on.
Thank you very much, Alan. Joe, he said, didn't he, pre-tournament about these 15 players, and perhaps we thought there would be more rigidity, and maybe 2 changes today was something of a surprise, that maybe will be more changes for Panama as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're understanding, they're prepared for this tournament to go all the way. Today was obviously difficult, but they've got all the answers, they've got everything.